Hey guys, Common Sense Outdoorsman. I'm in another spot here, still in the Colorado Rockies. I think this fence, if I do more videos here, this fence will come in handy. I can hang my stuff on it, but I want to show you this knife that I picked up on Amazon. This is a Ukrainian knife, and this is the BeaverCraft BSH3. Is it BSH3? I think that's what it is. It doesn't say it on the knife. But they've got a few other knives, and videos and reviews are coming out on these knives. Same factory as the I'm not even remembering the other name of that other Ukrainian company, but I don't know. It seems like it could be. Could be the same factory, but interesting knife, a really good knife for the money. This was on sale when I bought it last month. I think it was close to 25 bucks, so you can't beat a decent knife for that price. And they advertise this as a bushcraft knife, and then as you go on and continue to read in Amazon, it's a camp knife, it's a survival knife, it's a hunting knife, and it can fit all those roles. This is 1066 high carbon steel, a very simple steel. Now, when I bought this knife, and if you watch some older videos, you'll hear this, but they were advertising it on Amazon as being hardened to between 60 and 62. Now that's changed, and I thought that wasn't right for 1066 steel, but now that's changed, and now they've changed their advertising 58 to 60 HRC, which is definitely closer to what you would think a 1066 high carbon steel knife would be heat treated too. It makes more sense. So yeah, this knife, a very light knife. It weighs less than 5.5 ounces. The sheath is less than 2 ounces, so a very light package. Walnut handle. There's the width of the handle. I hope this is working out okay. The sun is kind of coming in and out. But nice walnut handles, very simple. Does have some fasteners on the handle. I did not take the handles off, but from what I'm hearing, it is not skeletonized underneath. But because I think they advertise this as an 1/8 of an inch thick tang. It seems to be less than that. As a matter of fact, mine is a little less than that, closer to 3 millimeters. So kind of a thin steel stock, which is okay. I'm okay with that, but that is not the best at a bushcraft knife for me. When you're bushcrafting and you're doing things and you're getting into things and you're using the tip, I don't want to feel my knife blade bend a little bit, and this one is a little bendy. I don't know if you can see it bending, so it's thin enough that it's got that little bendiness in it. It's not horrible, it's not terrible for bushcraft, but I would certainly prefer this knife to be if it was actually at an 1/8 of an inch or a tiny bit more, I think it would be a lot better for bushcraft, but it's fine. The knife is totally fine. The blade length is 4.7 inches. Overall, it's about 9.5 inches. The grind on this 1066 steel, it was kind of Scandi-ish. I have since done some edge work with it. I like my woodworking knives or bushcraft knives, outdoor knives, to have sort of a end up with a Scandi-Vex kind of grind. Okay, so I've been working on that, and I'm getting closer to the Scandi-Vex that I want. But this came with a kind of a Scandi with the secondary bevel, I'll say that. It's a low-cost knife, so it's not like it's aesthetically perfect. It was not. But for a usable knife, it came absolutely fine. It's got a nice tip to it. The tip is certainly strong enough. I wouldn't go overboard with the hard testing on this, as it's just a thin blade. The blade is blued. It's blued steel, and which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. Kind of like that finish. As you can see, I've used it, and some of that has come off, but that's okay. It's eventually it'll just patina as I use it, and it'll be absolutely fine. So I think, and it's got a nice little sharpening trail. Good job with that, BeaverCraft. Yeah, very nice there. And the handle has got good comfort to it. It's a decent knife shape. I always like big knife handles. This is big enough. I can get a decent grip on it. Reverse grip is pretty good. So no complaints. It's fairly comfortable. No rough edges. Excuse me. No rough edges there. No lanyard hole. I'm okay with that. I don't use lanyards on most of my small knives. I just don't need to use it, or I don't have a reason to use it. Maybe if I was in some, deep snow or something, a lanyard would come in handy, but does not have a lanyard hole. What else can I tell you people about this knife? I already told you it's lightweight. Yeah, so to me, not because of the bendiness of the blade, not really my first choice for a bushcraft. Kind of an outdoor or all-arounder. Definitely could be a hunting knife, great camp knife, belt knife, a lot of different roles for this knife. Yeah, you can use it for bushcraft, survival maybe. That kind of thing. But like I said, yeah, if it was a little bit of a thicker blade, I think it would be a better use all around it. But it's fairly fine. Now let me show you the sheath. Watched other videos, and everyone, and they advertise this as a leather sheath, and a lot of other reviewers saying, yeah, it's a leather sheath, but it's not real animal leather, and I don't know if you can see the pattern of that material, but you can see the check. That's synthetic. I mean, this is not animal leather. And a lot of these companies, they're going to call the stuff leather, and then they say faux leather, and it's not animal leather. This is just material. The sheath is okay for the price, close to 25 bucks. I'm not complaining. It is a welted synthetic material, very light. It's very flimsy, but it holds the knife fine. And I kind of like this little strap they put on it, where you just kind of fit it over and kind of put it over that knob, and the knife is still a little loose in there, but it holds it. The belt loop is okay. There's a little flimsiness to it, but it works out. It works, and this can fold over and buckle over on you, but it's okay for the money. It's okay. It will hold the knife, and I'll probably find a better leather sheath for this, because I do like the knife, and I do want to use it. But so the sheath, okay, not real animal leather, but it'll do the job. This is what the box that it comes in. Okay, and when it came in my box, it just the knife had made its way outside the sheath, so the knife and the sheath were just floating in this box from Amazon. Some warranty information there. Okay, so just a regular box, nothing special. There's that. A lot of people like to see the boxes, so yeah, the BeaverCraft. Let me get the nomenclature right. BSH3. So let's do a little bit of work with it, and we'll see what we think. All right, guys, so this knife, not really, I wouldn't really pound on it too heavy. But the edge did come okay. Like I said, I'm doing a little bit of work on it. Gonna make it a Scandi Vex, but it will do your feathers very nicely. It does advertise the spine as a sharp spine that'll strike a fire. Steel will, it's not the sharpest, just by feel. I haven't done it yet in my use, but we're gonna test that out. And these knives out of Ukraine, there's quite a few videos on them now. Their edge holding is pretty good. There's not a lot of complaints about them, and I think overall, for what you spend on them, yeah, very good deal. And definitely, if you're into knives and you want another one, or you're just starting out, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that the cheap knives are only for beginners. I have a lot of knives that are under 20 bucks that I really like and use a lot. It doesn't matter the price to me. It has nothing to do with whether you're a beginner or you consider yourself a pro. Doesn't matter. So you can see, yeah, this thing will make feathers absolutely no problem. Kind of nice little feather stick there. All right, just cut that off, and we'll save that for later. Hopefully it doesn't blow away. I wouldn't get too crazy batoning with this knife, but it will do it within reason. There's nothing wrong with batoning your knife. Okay. Some small knots in this piece, so it goes right through it. Nothing wrong at all with using your knife. There's a little knot right there. Blast right through it. Let's go from the top part on this knot. Yeah. So, no problems at all with batoning. This piece is a little more difficult to feather. It's a little gnarly. One of the secrets to feathering is just find a good piece that'll feather well. Make it easy on yourself. Go back to the original piece I was using. When you feather stick, it's better to not have your thumb on the spine because you want control, but you want that powered control so you can make some nice, even, nice smooth feathers. And here comes the wind. Probably gonna blow them away. Save the feathers. And have to light these up before more wind comes. All right, let's see if this will light up. Yeah, it'll strike it just fine. Not the best, but it'll do it. And my feathers are not really the best for getting them lit, but they'll go. Now let's do this. And here comes more wind. All right, come on. Don't be a fail. Get these up. There we go. Whoop. All right, and that's just my poor feathers and the wind and that kind of thing. But so yeah, it will strike it. Not the best, but it'll strike a fire steel, no problem. Let's get rid of those. Hang up my fire steel. Let's this is a lot tougher piece of wood. I don't know what this is, an old, I was using this for a wheel chalk. See what happens here. Almost looks like it could be an old piece of oak, not sure. Well, no problems with that. All right, let's check out this tip, and it's a fairly strong tip. I think you can get a little forceful with it. There shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Tearing it up pretty good. No problems with that tip, if you can see that. So yeah, guys, the BeaverCraft BSH, is it the BSH3? Yeah, BSH3, 1066 steel. Not a bad all-around outdoor knife. Definitely recommended. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.